Okay, this listing is for the Nintendo Wii. I bought this Wii on launch day. It hasn't given me any problems since I bought it. The chassis is in very good condition. There's some very, very light scratching on it. I don't know if you can see any of it in the video. It's very, very light. Other than that, the chassis is in great condition. For those of you who may not know a whole lot about the Wii, it's got a slot-loaded disc player in the front that allows it to play both Wii and GameCube games. It's backwards compatible with Wii games. You're going to need a GameCube controller for that, though, which you've got access to the GameCube ports at the top. There's also a flap up here that gives you access to the GameCube memory ports. And you also have an SD card that came with the system. I forget the capacity of it, but it's whatever one's default with the system. I've never run out of space. That allows you to store data on the system for when you download stuff off the internet, if you have this hooked up to the internet. Most wireless routers support the Wii. I had no problem hooking mine up. On the back of the Wii, you've got the power cord as well as your AV unit, which has the wires that connect to your TV. And there's two USB ports for functions I've never used. I'm not sure what the USB is for. Maybe for external hard drives or something, or controllers. Now, along with the system, I've got the original box pretty much in perfect condition. As perfect as a box gets, anyway. And I've also got all of the original stuff that came with the system. All the different booklets and instruction manuals, and even some of the plastic if you want that. So pretty much the complete set, as if you had just bought the system. Everything's in perfect shape that's in there because I never took it out. I've also got several games that I'm going to be giving away with this bundle, including there's a 2000 Wii Point card. This allows you, if you've got internet access, to go online with your Wii and download classic Nintendo or Super Nintendo games. They've also got a few others, like there's a few Sega Genesis games and a few games from Nintendo 64 and some other things. Anyways, you'll need internet access to use that. You've also got Wii Sports, which came with the system. It's also the game that a lot of people buy the system for. It's got bowling and boxing and tennis and all kinds of stuff, and we've had so much fun with that. That's one of the best parts of the system. We've also got the current star of the system, and that's Super Mario Galaxy. It's a lot like past Marios. It's probably the best game since Mario 64. It uses gravity mechanics, and it's up to 2 players. Now, only one person controls Mario. The other person helps him by shooting these little star things everywhere. Hard to describe, but we had a lot of fun, me and my sister, playing this. We've also got Zelda, the Twilight Princess. This is probably the most important game to be released within the last 10 years. Broke every sales record for every game on every system. Probably the most epic role-playing game I've ever played. It's a lot of fun. I wouldn't say that it's terribly easy for a small child to play, but anyone who's been playing games for any length of time shouldn't have any problem with this. Great for adults, too. Very, very fun game. I've also got Super Smash Bros. Brawl, probably the most popular fighting game on the platform. It's a lot of fun. There's no blood or anything like that in the game, but there's a ton of action. Even Sonic the Hedgehog and Solid Snake make an appearance. It's a lot of fun. Great party game. I've also got Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 2. Now, whether or not you're a Dragon Ball fan, this is probably the fastest paced fighter out there on the market. It's a lot of fun. You use gestures with the Wii Remote to pull off some of the super moves, and the graphics are very appealing. It makes it look a lot like the show. It's a lot of fun. Rayman Raving Rabbids I got along with the system. One of the best party games on the system, up to 4 players. You do crazy stuff like dancing, racing on warthogs, shooting plungers at rabbits, and even slapping choir rabbits when they sing the tune wrong. Very interesting game, but a lot of fun. Lastly, we've got Super Paper Mario. This is based off the original Paper Mario game that I believe came out on GameCube. It's a lot of fun. You play the 2D Mario as he traverses both 2D and 3D terrain. So he's got quite a surprise in for us. It's a lot of fun. The game has a lot of wit, great jokes, very well made, just like most other Nintendo games. Very fun. My family was laughing out loud at this game. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's one player. And that's it for the games on the system. Lastly, we have 4 Wii Remote controllers, as much as you'll ever need. So you're ready to go for all of your late night Wii parties. Here's 3 with normal casing. They're all in good condition, all work perfectly. I'm not aware of any problems with anything in this system. The 4th controller is already inside of its safe jacket. I've got 4 of these jackets. Nintendo gave them away for free. They're rubber jackets that fit over the Wii Remote. They've got some rubber padding on them. The reason they released these is because people were starting to fling their remotes while they were playing and breaking TVs and things, or kids would smack each other in the head with them. So they decided maybe for people who are playing with a lot of small kids, we should provide some protection. So that's what this is for. Besides the 4 Wii Remote controllers, there are also 2 nunchucks. Now, the nunchucks don't come with the system. You have to buy them separately, but they hook into the base of a Wii Remote controller, like this. And they actually has a wire going between them, and you hold the nunchuck in one hand, and you hold the Wii Remote in the other. This allows you for this will control let's pretend you were playing a shooter game. You would control your movement with this one while you can aim with the other one. So this gives you some more advanced control. It's required for The Legend of Zelda as well as Mario Galaxy. So depending on your game, you'll need the nunchucks. I've never needed more than 2, but you might decide to buy an extra 2. Okay, none of the controllers have batteries. They take AA. You'll need 2 for each controller. So just to keep that in mind. Lastly, Nintendo also replaced all of these wrist straps. These are supposedly safer. I have all the original wrist straps too, so I'll be including those with the set. Basically, it's everything I've ever had. I walked out the door for around $550 with just the Wii and The Legend of Zelda and Rayman Raving Rabbids. Since then, I've bought some additional accessories and a bunch of games. So I'm guessing that this entire package of bought new is probably around $700. I'm offering this for, since it's in good condition, $400 or best offer. Now I have to leave on Saturday, so I'm trying to get out quickly. I'm in Oakhurst. I can meet you at the parking lot in Von Zarelli's if you come up this way. If you're in Fresno, I'm only going down to Fresno on Tuesday evening. But if you decide to take the system, I can meet you in Fresno that night. Lastly, I only accept cash because I don't have time to wait for a check to clear and whatever, and I don't want to deal with that. So make sure you get your cash out ahead of time, and you take the system, I'll take the cash, and we're done. This is provided as is. You'll have to take my word, everything's working perfectly. I've been using it since launch. Other than that, I think you'll enjoy it. Any questions, send me an email.